everyone, I'm back, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Pamela Making Memories. So, it has been a busy weekend for me. Well, actually, it's been a busy week for me. So, the weekend is finally like simmering down. You know, like simmer down now, simmer down now. So, that's what I'm doing. All right, so we've got some Happy Mail here. Not a lot, but I'm really trying to just do a project. I got these today at Michael's. And they are what you call the puffy ones that stick out. I don't like that because it bulks up my planner, or journal rather. So I peel that off, right? And I just use this one. But we don't want to waste anything. So what I do is I take and pull this off. Let's see here. And I pull this off. And then put a little glue on the back. And then now I have double. So that's what I do. I love these. I have a project in mind for that. So I'm going to put this in here. So these are where those things are going to go. And that'll be a little bit of a tedious blah, blah, blah. All right, so my drink for tonight, y'all, is coffee. Decaf coffee. And I'm in my husband's mug that I got him for Christmas. I'm using a straw because I bleached my teeth. I think it was last month. And I'm eating my half a cheese stick. And I also have my Waterloo water. This is my favorite. I love guava. Y'all, hold on. Let me go get you something. Hold on. Let me see if it's still there. Hold on. All right. I'm a big fan of guava. And then I turned my husband on to guava. And whenever he would go to Walmart, he would get this guava cheesecake. I think it's like $2 and some change. But look at all of those chemicals. Look at all of that. That's a lot of stuff. But he don't care. But we're going to look at it. He ate one already. See, he has a refrigerator in his bedroom. And he hoards a bunch of snacks. But this is so good. And it tastes just like guava. And he gave some to Sammy. I'm going to tell you what it tastes like. It tastes like strawberries with something else that is fruity. And that something else is guava, right? But I'm just saying, oh, there's a cut. Oh, did he cut it? When you're on a lifestyle weight loss journey, like that's your lifestyle, like keto, this is the most you can get. But man, that looks good. I think I'm gonna make a short of this guava cheesecake because it is so good. I ain't lying. It is so good. But this says here guava berry. So I assume you've got your guava there. There's a strawberry and there's a raspberry. The flavoring in here is stronger than the cheesecake, I think. But then again, I didn't really get to indulge in it. All right. Anyway, I just had to share that because I remembered he had some in his. I'm not going to make a short out of it, but let me put it back. If he hadn't already eaten a piece out of it, then, and I had it in its original form, then yeah, I'd do a nice little short and for it. But he didn't already messed in it. All right, the other thing I want to show you before we get into ooh, that is bright. gotta lower that down just a little bit. Oh man. What? All right, is this right here. This I got at Michael's, and it's called Make Market, and it's coconut. And those of you guys who really know me know that my fragrance is cocoa, mango type fragrances, and body oils, you know. But I found this, and when I sniffed it, I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. You get a nice little bit in the bottle for like $5. It smells like cocoa mango. Even though it says coconut, it literally smells like cocoa mango. And I was wondering, what if I refilled, let me see if I can pull this down. All right, off my little board here. Oh, I got that wrapped on there tight. All right, so let's put this right here. And I was thinking maybe when this right here is empty, I could put, yeah, I could pour that in there as a refill. But this mahogany, I wish I could describe it. Think of a deep, rich sandalwood with a hint of something strong. With the hint of something strong in it. And I can't, that's your mahogany, right? All right, this right here, guys, was a devotionals that I was gonna do, and I didn't feel, I don't know, I didn't feel what I needed to feel to do it. And I said, well, when I get that strong feeling, that urge, that, you know, I will keep this as really good, intense subjects on things that people deal with on a regular basis. But at the same time, you know, I don't want to offend anybody, but these are different things in the Bible or scriptures, you know, that are just really powerful to talk about. Overall mental strongholds. Psalm 139, hopelessness. Psalm 34, OCD. 2 Corinthians 10, distortion. John 10, bipolar. Ecclesiastics 3, anxiousness. Philemon or Philippians 4. God's silence. Wilderness trauma. It's like there's just nothing that you won't be able to find in some form or another in God's word. So we got these two coconut ones, and I am just gonna sit them right up here for now. The other thing that I got was I wanted an M for Michael, but they were out of M, so I just got my regular P. I love this. This is so beautiful. I love the color blues, these blues, and the sequence. I absolutely love this. And it sticks on here really, really good. But as you can see, it is removable. So I like that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's easy to come off or not. But I like that. So this right here is what is going to be for this. These are going to be decorated for that. So that's why I put that there, because that's where that project is for. So let's get down to what I guess you could call the meat of this. I need my balm, y'all. I ain't lying. I do walk around the house you know, with lip balm on all the time. All right. There is just like lip balm everywhere. Anywhere I sit, you can best believe there's going to be some lip balm there. All right. So, I'll put that there. So this is my year. Wow. This was on sale for $18 on Amazon. You guys, those of you who've been with me for a while, remember I had like 8 copies of this sticker book when it first came out. You know, I absolutely loved it. It just had all the right things, except for a few things, but it had a lot of things that I liked. This was like one of my first, I think, wrong purchases at that time. This was years and years ago. All right, we need to get this thing opened. I saw where Wrong made a video, a behind the scenes video, and these were I don't know if it's a true thing all the time, but the pet tapes were hand packaged. And Wrong thought that this was all put together by a machine. Wow. Can you imagine sitting at a desk and putting that paper on every single one? So here is I like this. So you know where this is going to go. This is going to go in my washi box. And this is going to go on the side where the thick washi is. But I like that. I like that. That's cool. That's good for layering and background stuff. Okay, now this would probably be the one that you know what? This is not good. Let's see. This will probably be the one that I would like least, because I don't need to see a bunch of girls for washi like this. But let's just look. But you see, you get her and you get her. So this is just a really big, thick thing of washi. And let's see. So I'm not even going to open that, because that's what that is. All right. And then, oh, now this one I will definitely use, because these will work perfectly in my foie weeks, or dupe weeks as they call it, because I need tiny stickers for that. And I used up the ones that I had from the other kit from Wrong. So let me see. All right. So how is your weekend going? This video will probably upload on Monday, but it is currently Saturday. All right, so let's look at this. The house is quiet. You don't hear any birds. You don't hear anything. The house is sleeping, because it is like 10 o'clock at night. My husband went to his sister's birthday party, and of course, you know, I wouldn't go. It's not my thing, but sometimes I will go. It all depends. It really does. It all depends. I'm not the big social person, party. My husband usually just goes for the food. But I go occasionally. But like I said, y'all, it all depends on how I feel. In my mind and my body. Okay, so we have, these are all the girls. And this is just, I'm just going to keep going down so that you can see. This is a very old kit. I like her. We got a lot of leopards going on here. So there it repeats. So this is good for when you have something like a week's, something that's small. So I'm going to put this right here for now. Y'all, I am tired. Oh, okay, this is kind of cute. I am very tired right now. Yeah, I'm sure you can tell my energy is low, and I am struggling today to get things done. I'll sit down and I'll just get stuck. Like I can't get out of the chair. I'm just like zombified. And it's like, sweetheart, you got to get yourself together because you got responsibilities, and you can't just sit here and just do nothing. You know, but it's like, man, I'm struggling just, you know, to get up and to do what needs to be done. But my husband's at the party, and Sammy is asleep in the closet, in his little cubby in the closet, and all the housework is done, but he made a mess by the litter box, and I need to vacuum that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have the strength to vacuum. I'm just gonna leave it for now. But I did do a lot of vacuuming last night because I had a lot of sand and stuff that was in the closet that needed to be vacuumed. I needed to vacuum out the area where Sammy had been eating that was on the floor. Y'all, let me just be honest. My house needs a makeover so bad. It's a very old house, unit rather, and there's a lot of paint that has been peeling for years. Borders that I put up and wallpapers that I put up that have started warping. Then there's the rugs, the carpets that need to be replaced. Not the rugs, but the carpet needs to be replaced again. And the flooring needs to be replaced again. You know, my husband had planned on rug doctoring, I call it, the carpets and the furniture, and he has just not been able to do it. He says I do a horrible job of it. Don't touch it. Where this thing is? And it's like, oh my gosh, you know. We need to get our windowsills repainted. But we don't want to cover up the blood stain from Andy, you know. So can you imagine telling the painters, oh, paint all of the window ledges, paint all the windowsills or whatever, but that little spot where you see that blood stain, paint around that. Do not cover up that blood stain. All right. All right, this didn't come up like it should have. This is, wow. See, this tape is old. I can tell you that right now. You guys know it's old. Remember the last kit I bought from Wrong that was old, that was sitting on the shelves in Amazon warehouse, and it was just, I had to trash it. The candy canes. Yeah. So you see how that did? Wow. All right, so I'm going to cut right off. Cut that right off. And now hopefully this will be good. But this is cute. I like the pink. So we're going to sit that to that side. And then we have these, which is nothing but high heel shoes. That's all this is. It's just high heel shoes. Let me see. Not a fan of that either. But I will use it in these journals because nobody got money to be wasting. You know, and that's how it is when you buy kits. You know, you don't want every single thing that's in the kit. And that's just what happens. But if the majority of what's in the kit you like or you know, really want, then, you know, go for it. But this right here, I know I'm not going to use that. So it's no sense in me lying. You know, no sense in me lying whatsoever. You know I'm not going to use them girls. But this right here, I could probably use these. All right, I'm going to set that one there. And now the meat, which is this big washi. I mean, I hear people outside talking. This in the neighborhood over. Okay, guys, so here's the deal. I got some new subscribers. And I made this wonderful video. At least I thought it was wonderful. And just reintroducing myself. And, you know, just touching base and spreading love. Which is something that I like to do. And anyway, for those of you who already know. I mean, for don't know. But I lost 2 subscribers already. And I'm like, wow. Well, at least thank you for giving me a chance. You know, thank you for at least checking out my channel and then saying, she's not my speed. You know, at least they gave me a chance. But I am not for everybody. People like plan with me. They like Hobonichi cousin on a daily basis. Think of Aaron. I forgot. Planning a Life with Aaron or something like that. You know, they want to see how you manage your day and all the stuff. Your kids and the husband and the workplace and all of, they want to see you go through all of that. They want to see you write down everything. They want to see you with your sticker kits and stuff. And I don't have that much going on in my life where I would need my planner to be that precise and detailed. I'm not going to parties. I'm not going here or there and doing this and that and the other, and you know, and it's just like I would be living a lie, you know. Okay, so let us do this. All right. This is really the thing you like the most. So we've got, I love all of these. This I probably will use in here. This summer stuff. I like her. Don't like that hair, but definitely like her. I like her. You know I love her. Right there. And there's that. Y'all, I had a bad dream about Gabby last night. I dreamt that she was hurt. She's in heaven. She's passed on. She's safe. She's happy. But I dreamt that she was here on earth and she was hurt. And oh my God, I woke up, my heart pounding, and I had to immediately just start praying. And I was like, I don't like those types of dreams. And why did it happen? You know, oh, I like her for sure. Okay, so now we're back to where we started from. So I'm going to roll it back up again so you guys can see. You get a lot of nice little stuff. So I'm going to have to cut this up and put it where it goes. Store it. And I know that a lot of people, like Estella Creations. Estella does a lot of shopping. I mean, a lot. And her videos are mostly Happy Mail, Happy Haul stuff. You know, and there are a lot of women out there whose channel just thrives off of Happy Mail. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of spending. All right. Let me see here. I am not going to do this tonight because I am tired. So we're going to leave that here. But I do want to do some of this stuff. And I'm going to put this in here for now. So this is what I want to work on. Seriously. Where's the next clean page? So yeah, guys, I am struggling tonight. Struggling to get things done. All right, but before I get started, let me see who the heck this is outside. Okay, I knew it. It was next. Then, neighbors across the street. Okay, so anyway, I want some cake, y'all. I do. I want me some cake. I would love to have me some pound cake with my coffee. I already have my bar for today, so that's out. And weigh-in day is coming upon me, and I don't need to be eating any extra stuff. This week has been extremely stressful. Well, not extremely stressful, but you know, we just me and Robbie have just changed things up a bit, you know, and this is just something that we do all the time, you know, so that way your body just doesn't adapt to the same old thing. So we cut my calories down, and we cut down some net carbs, and it's like, okay, let's see what we got here. And it's like the first 2 days was like really rough. Y'all remember when I did that egg fast? Woo! You know, so it's like the first few days are very difficult. And then, you know, you begin to work it out, figure it out. I've been eating a lot of egg whites. A lot of egg whites. Because that is something that you can have a lot of. And it is very low in calorie and definitely low in carbs. So I've been incorporating that, but with one whole egg. So I pour in the liquid egg whites. Bob Evans is the one I like the most. Okay, let's see. All right, so that's this kit. And that's the one I like the most. So I've been eating that. I'm going to also try Eggland's egg whites. I do not like Food Lion's egg whites. No siree, Bob. I just do not. But I will eat it, though, you know. All right, y'all. Cheese. But I do want to thank every single one of you. And I call you my tribe. Those of you who are okay with me being me. Those of you who enjoy my company. Because I can't be somebody that I'm not, you know. And I want people to genuinely want to be here. you know, and if I try to be like Aaron, if I try to be like Mel, I would be doing myself a disservice, and I feel like I would be doing you guys a disservice, because is that crooked? Because it's all about authenticity. You know, you got to be who you are, you know. And yeah, it stings when when someone says, nah, you're not my vibe, nah, you know, I ain't feeling you. Okay, I kind of want to put, all right, let's try this one. But that is what happens in social media. I have unsubscribed myself to people because it was gone. It just wasn't there, you know. And it happens, you know. And now, unless you're Mr. Ballin, who gets 200,000 views in the first half hour, you know. I haven't actually been watching him that much lately, but I'm still subscribed for sure. But okay, let's see, what would you guys recommend? All right, let's try these. But yeah, you know, should I put it like there or like there, or all right, let's try right there. You okay with that? You like that? All right. Let's see. There are a lot of channels that I used to watch faithfully years ago, and it's like, you know, something happened, something changed, whatever it was, whether that person's content changed or let's see what I see. Let's see. I actually think that, you know what would go nice here is a gal. Let's use one of these tiny gals. What you think? Let me see here. So that wouldn't look right. I guess I could use her. Guess not. I'm not dealing with that. We could use her. But yeah, guys, this is what I like to do. This is therapeutic for me. And I just want to share. I like that. What do you think? And I just want to share it with you. All right. What is this? Looks like she's in a tutu or something. I don't know, but let me see how that works. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm digging it. All right. I remember when there was a time when I didn't even use girls. It was just, everything was florals. Florals, florals, florals. All right, so you know what we need. We need quotes. And let me see. All right, so let me get a quote that I can use like right away. So hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I'm digging in the project box. Let's see. Yeah, so with that being said, it's like, man, you know, I wonder what it was about me that they did not like. You know, what was it? Okay, here we go. Here is, so let's see. Just a woman building her craft empire. My crafting addiction is out of control. I'm not a hoarder. I'm a collector of crafting supplies. That is a true thing. What do you guys think? This don't have nothing to do with crafting. This would be something that you would need you could put a faith quote on. And this is like, planner queen, I don't touch my pens. Plan your stress away. Okay, that one I can definitely use. All right, so let's pull that out. Y'all, I'm going to have to turn that fan on soon. All right, so where do we want it? Do we want it here? Do we want it here? Or do we want it here? I'm going with here. I'm going to do it right there. Oh, my Lord, y'all, this is ridiculous. If that bothers you, gosh, I apologize. All right, we need a cold drink. And I don't have time to go get ice or none of that stuff, but we gotta drink something. All right, so pardon me. Could you hear me swallowing? Sorry. You swallow, don't you? I think of Cherie McGinnis, y'all. Cherie don't like to hear anybody making food, eating sounds. Well, Cherie, this is for you, honey. I'm gonna bite this for you. See, Cherie, you can eat with me. I try not to make them noises. You know what? Can I just say something? Can you give me just 2 minutes? You know what I love? And there's not enough of it. Reciprocation. Now, we all know that women, we are known for being grumpy. We are known for being bitchy. And we're known for being selfish and all of those things. I know that. I get it. I'm from Venus too. But I have seen people preach about things, but they don't do it. Or they do it to the best of their ability. Because, you know, we're all crazy some kind of way, right? And it's like, Cherie McGinnis, and I got to be careful how I say this because I'll start crying. Cherie McGinnis, her and I just met naturally. Everything was natural. It wasn't forced. And she spread so much love for me on her channel. Brought her people over here to me. And I joyfully reciprocated that. Okay? And lovingly, excitingly would try to send people her way. And it was fun, it was loving, and I just adore her. Then you get people like Susan Pepper and Jazzy from Crafty Girl Chronicles, who will joyfully talk about you and promote you on their channel. Not because they want something out of it, but love. Just love for your fellow sister. Not competition. Not envy. Just flat out love. Reciprocating. Just reciprocating like a recycling signal, right? And I get things mixed up sometimes. I say things wrong. I said living room table when I should have said dining room table in my previous video. I mean, come on, you know, but it's like, I let you guys see my dirty couch. You know, this is real. Okay, this is real. I'm not putting on. I'm not faking nothing. You know, as simple as that. I just ain't doing it. Because that ain't real. It ain't authentic. I'm not going to pretend to be something I ain't and pretend that I live in Cherie's mansion when when I don't, you know. So here's the thing. Susan Pepper went on her channel, right, and promoted Crafty Girl Chronicles, Cherie McGinnis, and coffee and Washi and coffee. Now Washi and coffee, I don't think she my channel isn't her style, but I enjoy her channel, and that's fine because we are allowed to have our preferences, and I will still be on her, you know, support her channel. But she listed those names. Even Travel Lady 68. Even sending love to Travel Lady. Because I love Travel Lady. That's Tawana Singleton. But Tawana has an account, not a channel where she's actively on. And I'm subscribed to her channel. And it don't matter. But that just, to hear her say Cherie McGinnis, hear her say Crafty Girl, to hear her promote my tribe on her channel, even though she's part of my tribe, was just, it just brought tears to my eyes. You know, like, oh my gosh, I hope that Cherie finds out that she was mentioned on Susan Pepper's channel, you know, Chaos with Susan. See, that I love that reciprocation. You know, some people, you can give them shout outs and they won't even, they don't even say, hey, thanks for the shout out. They don't even say anything. They don't reciprocate. And some people are not good at that. And then some people are just like, I don't care. You know, they're just like, I don't care. You know, it's like somebody just said something nice about you. Somebody just did something nice by mentioning your channel on their channel. And you don't even have the decency to just say thank you or hi or anything. I've had that happen many times. And it's like, we're just all in different places. And sometimes people just don't pay attention, you know. And you can't take it personal. You just can't do that. But when you feel that love and you see that reciprocation, it's just Jesus Christ just explodes inside of you. The love just explodes inside of you, you know. And it's like, cherish the tribe that you have. And don't worry about those who don't see value in you. Because everybody is not going to see value in you. Everybody is not going to feel your vibe. You know, but if they at least take the time to check your channel out, and at least take the time to watch a couple of videos and see, and then make a judgment call. Instead of just looking at a thumbnail or just looking 3 seconds at one video and say, oh, nope, I don't like her. And that's so unfair. And you rob yourself of the opportunity to have met somebody really, really nice. You know? But that's how we tend to be, and that's how it is on social media. So it is what it is. But I just want to say thank you, Susan, for acknowledging my tribe, acknowledging my sweet sisters, my baby girls, you know, my sweet sisters in Christ. You know, thank you for that. And if you guys aren't familiar with Susan Pepper's channel, please check her out. And check out Cherie McGinnis. It's just like it's spelled. You know, check out Crafty Girl Chronicles. Check out, you know, washi and coffee. You know, even though I may not be her thing, I'm still saying washi and coffee is a nice young lady who does her, you know, her planning thing. Let's see, what else? That just meant a lot to me, you know. It really does. And Susan, whether you know it or not, I always reply to your comments. If it's not just a heart, you know I got something to say. If you saying something to me, we got a conversation going, you know it. I'm there. I'm with you. I had a lady send me a message yesterday wanting to know, do I still watch her videos? Because she had not heard a comment from me in a long time. And she asked me, are you still with me? I said, I'm with you. I'm still with you. You know, see, you see what I'm saying? That interaction, it ain't about algorithm all the time. It ain't about being seen all the time. Sometimes it's just about flat out love. Like, you used to comment on my channel, I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still with me? You know, that's just what women do. We are so good, most times, at just reciprocating love, especially if you didn't get it as a child, especially if you didn't get it, you know, when you were younger. And I was just like so shocked that she had messaged me to find out if I am still watching her channel. You know, I'm like, wow, you know, man. And believe me, it was genuine, because she gets 1,000 views in 10 minutes, so she don't need me. Oh, Lisa Ann. Life with Lisa Ann. If you have not checked her out, I know I mentioned her before once. Check her out. She's got the whole aesthetic. I copy her. You want, I tell you what. Blame this on Lisa Ann. Blame this on Lisa Ann, because Lisa Ann has a sticker book stash that she made a video of, and even before that I was aware of it because I was nosy in her business. And I got this great idea because I already had this, and I said, I now know what I can do to put this to good use, all because of Lisa Ann. And I've been using it faithfully. So you see what I'm saying? That we live off each other, we vibe off each other, we inspire each other, okay? We're like cats, we copycat. You know, and it's so wonderful, you know. And so I want to take this opportunity to say, send love to Lisa Ann, who I recently had reached out to. Because Lisa Ann, you don't know it, but I always watch your videos. When you drop a video, I am on it. Because I want, especially, when I see you got them stickers out, and I see, Lisa Ann does devotionals, y'all. Just like me, she does devotionals. She does her Hobonichi weeks, and her cousin, I think she has a cousin, but she does all the things, and the vibe, her voice, her spirit is just, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And even though I don't always comment, because when I watch a lot of my, you know, people I'm subscribed to, especially people like Lisa Ann, you know, I'm watching them on my TV screen, you know, so it's easy to grab the remote and click like, but to leave a comment, I got to go grab my phone and do that. So, you know, like, I'll leave it in my watch later, even though I've already watched it, to either watch it again, get it on my phone so that I can leave them a comment, you know. That's how that is, you know. So just remember, guys, everything that you say or don't say can affect a person. You know, I had a lady who reached out to me and asked me to make this video for her. And I gladly did it. You know, I may not have felt like it, but I did it. And I never heard from her again. And it's like, I don't even know if she watched the video. She didn't say thank you. She didn't give me a shout out or nothing. It was like, and that kind of hurt. That kind of stung a little bit, you know. It's like, this is what I want from you, and then you give it to me, and I don't reciprocate even a simple thanks, a simple gesture, you know. And I was like, okay, that's who she is, fine, you know. And I haven't heard from her since, you know. But it's just, you just don't know what's going on in somebody's life. Maybe she got sick, maybe she passed away, or you just don't know. Maybe she had a lot going on. You just don't know what's going on in another person's life. But if you can reciprocate, please reciprocate. Please reciprocate. And that means a lot to me. So Susan, mwah, thank you for showing love to the ladies who show love to me. Thank you so much. And that was why I needed to make sure I added Lisa Ann, because I've commented on Lisa Ann's channel and she always comment back. She always gives hearts. She always reciprocates. And oh, here's another funny thing. Susan, I laughed so hard. I don't know if you saw the message, but you said you forgot the name of my channel. You were trying to mention my channel, give me a shout out. And you said, Pamela, you know, Pam. And then you said, Pamela Plans a Lot. That, you want me to change my name to Pamela Plans a Lot? I can do that for you. But it was so hilarious. I was cracking up. Susan, you're so cute. You're so adorable. But, and I commented, I said, I'm Pamela Making Memories. Oh my God, Susan. Oh my God, girl, you just made my day. I laughed so hard. You are so cute. You are just a sweet snuggle bunny thing. So, all right. So I'm done preaching. Thank you. If you listened to that, thank you. Thank you. All right. So we put that there. So this is where I will do some writing. So let's flip this page over and let's do one more together and then I'll let you go. But thanks for staying. All right. Let me see. I'm going to do this again. I love these. And so, yeah, that's what's going on. And another reason why I wanted to make sure that I filmed today was because my husband went and picked up my medication. Thank you. And let me see. He took care of things, and he went to the gym, and then he went to his sister's party. They like having him there for security reasons, because he told them, I'm not going to be there in uniform. I'm not going to police there. Yeah, my husband's a federal officer, and they're like, no, you know, well, we'll pay you to do security, you know. And he's like, no, I can't commit to that, you know. And but just know that I will be there, and if something happens, you know, I'll be there for it. But I can't commit to being there for the whole time that the party is in session, because I have a life and I have things that I have to do as well. And so he is going to be gone. He's been gone like practically all day, and I was sleeping. And then I spent a lot of time with Sammy. All right, so let's put this right here. No, yeah. Let's put this right here. Okay, that looks good. I like that. All right, so I figured, you know what, this would be a great time to do a video to film, because Sammy is asleep. Okay, so should we put that there, or should we put this here? There or here? Wow. I like here. And then maybe put a box right here in the center. Or do you think I should put it right here and then have a box there and a box? Okay, let's do that then. And that way we'll have two boxes. All right. We'll have two boxes. And let's see, what do you want? Do you want wish that I could write like Lisa Ann, y'all. She can write so tiny and nice and neat, and it looks like poetry. I would ruin Lisa's planner if I wrote in it, because my writing is so big and bubbly. And if I'm anxious, if I'm irritable or anything of that nature, you know what ends up happening? I end up writing sloppy, and you guys know it. Oh, wow. That's... What do you think? All right, all right, all right. All right, that's crooked. Okay. I don't know. But I don't think I can lift it up. Let's see. I can lift it up. Do you want it? No. Alright, let's do this. Alright. It's still crooked. Alright. Alright, there we go. I'm good. I'm good with that. But what kind of quote do I want to put there? This is Chic Crafter and this is Chic Planner. All right. What do you think? All right, here's a good one, y'all. But where is my... Okay. Y'all, I'm going to go to bed early tonight because tomorrow is weigh-in day, and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I had a lot going on. All right, so write, create, and inspire. But let me do this. But y'all, I love doing this. And I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for accepting me as I am. Thank you that you found some relaxation or comfort in my channel. You know? Alright, so there's that one. What do you think? You like that? And then here is... Where's the other one? I know we did another one. Okay. And then we did this one. But don't you think this one is a little bit blah? Wait a minute. What if I can do something else? It is like a little blah. You want some? Oh yeah, and Lisa Ann has ink pens that I used to have. Lisa, if you're watching, you know the pen. You know the pen that you always have, that it's a sleek pen. I used to have one. And it has all those different colors, but you can choose the color that you want to put in it. And it's refillable. And there's like 4 different colors. When I saw that you had all those pens a long time ago, I was like, I had that. but I had to donate them because they don't come in 1.6. They don't come in 1.3. It's all for people like you, Lisa, who write very precise and with such precision. So, you know, I went ahead and donated it. But when I saw you had it, I was like, I want those pens again. No, I didn't get it. And I'll tell you another thing that you have, Lisa, that I want, that, and I told you about it in a video, in one of your videos. I commented how much I love that navy, that blue, what is it, that blue Moterm. Oh my gosh, I can't find it nowhere, not in that color. So I ain't right, y'all, I ain't right. And I was like, oh man, she's pulling out that blue Moterm. And oh man, I just love that shade of blue, that London blue vibe, you know. That is me. All right, so we put that right there. What else? What else? What else? I don't want to put any more boxes. I don't need any more girls. And this one just didn't have to be, you know, so over the top. But we can still put a girl on here. So yeah, Lisa, I'm going to tag you in this video. I'm going to tag Cherie, and I'm going to tag Susan, so that way you guys know that I talked about you. So that you know that I'm sending you love. And isn't that what Jesus is all about? Seriously. I'm going to see you guys one day, you know? And we're going to laugh and we're going to rejoice. And, you know, trust me. And I always told Cherie, girl, when we get to heaven, I'm going to knock you down. Because I'm going to give you the biggest hug that you ever had. All right. So, let's see here. All right, let's put her up here. What do you think? You want her there? Or you want her there? All right, we'll put her there. All right, anything else you want me to put on here? What do you think? We good? I think we're good. I like that. I like this one the best. I like all of these, to be honest with you. I do. I don't know what possessed me to use this book, but I cannot deal with rings. I used to have rings, Franklin Covey, I was telling Lisa, but those big rings would always cause a problem. And even here, this causes a problem. But I said, you know what? I can do this. And I ain't got to worry about it. So, I don't know where we're at with time, but I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I want you to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And please, 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 to the best of your ability, reciprocate love. You will never know what someone is going through on the inside. So please, reciprocate love to the best of your ability. If it isn't but just a heart goes a long way, because it lets someone know that you acknowledge them, you know. All right, y'all, see ya.